On the edge of the realm, just beyond civilized lines, lies Hommlet. Shadows, stern secrets abound, all pointing to plots and dark powers. The Moat House awaits. Lanterns flicker on the hill, children laugh beside the mill. But peace is thin, the past is not dead. Beneath the roots, the darkness is spread. Whispers in Hommlet ride the wind, secrets wrapped in blood and sin. The Moat House crumbles by the fen, but stone remembers where it's been. Through mire and rot, the brave must tread where bandits thrive and good men bled. Its drawbridge groans, its walls still moan. The Moat House stands, but not alone. Not alone. A stranger's coin, a whispered name, a dagger waits behind the game. Who stands with truth, who hides the lie? The wheel turns as heroes die. Whispers in Hommlet cry again. The wheel turns and the river burns, it never ends. Stand fast beneath the moon's pale flame. Hommlet burns in dread and flame, in flame. The Moat House dreams in root and stone, and none who enter walk alone. Terror will chill you to the bone, the bone.
Greetings. This program may contain mature content. From the Hilt cautions. Viewer discretion is advised. This is live content and sometimes people swear. Because we like to say shit if we want to. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
Greetings, I'm Logan, the G.I. Joe Gamer, and this nut bar
Jake
is
Pendragon here, guys.
also in the house.
Tiger, meowdy meowdy.
And tonight for about an hour or so, we're going to be talking about this adventure right here. This is the original monochrome cover.
Boom, baby.
This is that color cover. We'll be showing you a bunch of images, but this is the original version of the Village of Hommlet.
It's the one I used when I ran it.
Dungeon Module T1 from AD&D First Edition. It says first to 2 modules here. They did make 2, but the other one was T1 through 4, and that's a completely different subject to get into. But we're gonna
can of worms.
I'm not even gonna bust that one out. We're just gonna talk about this tonight. There's plenty to talk about.
This is a very introductory module, and the rest of it's like, wow, that's
all right. Let's shout out our chat here. We got
chat.
Hello, Jess Laws.
Jess Laws.
Meowdy meowdy, Jess.
Jess. We got an Alexia Lapointe.
Howdy, Alexia.
Hello,
Bonjour,
Alexia. Bonjour.
Lovely pupper in your icon.
She does. She has a channel with a bunch
The
of
cute
pups
puppers.
Jess Laws does a bunch of art on her channel and AI songs.
Hello,
Check it out.
cool gamer.
Yo, cool gamer.
Walking with us as always is Cool Gamer. It's good
Nice
to see
new
you, buddy.
icon.
Nice new icon. That's for his Cool Gamer 2 channel. That's right.
That's still a nice icon. I can't compliment his icon.
Sure you can. Yes. Yeah. I wasn't saying it.
And then it's Kenneth Bird.
Yes, sir. How you guys doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing good. Let me put on a little bit of tunes for the background.
Jake Dragonodon. Oh, that's cute.
Make sure this isn't overwhelming us with background.
I'm not going to lie, Jess. I think dragons are a type of dinosaur, and you can suck it.
The dinosaurs are dragons.
Well, actually, yeah. Why they came up with the name dinosaur when they had a perfectly good name of dragon already
it was better
is beyond me.
because
Look,
they had
guys.
already said the dragons don't exist and they didn't want to be proven wrong.
We didn't find dragons. We just found dinosaurs.
Dinosaur just means thunder lizard.
Oh, no worries, Jess. No worries. I'm gonna yes later on and after this probably well it's gonna for me it's gonna be 8 o'clock. We're on the west east coast out there. It's gonna be 10, and for the west coast it's 7. So check us out for that. We're gonna be reading this quest book tonight and having a good time. So, but right now we're talking Village of Hommlet. Now,
Yes.
Jake, you ran the adventure, so why don't you take us out and tell us what it's about?
All right. So, from what I remember, it's been a few years since I ran the thing.
You can even read the little thing if you want.
You want me to do this?
It's a review. That's what it's all about.
The village of Hommlet has grown up around the crossroads in a woodland. Once far away from any important activity, it became embroiled in the struggle between gods and demons when the Temple of Elemental Evil arose but a few leagues away. Luckily for its inhabitants, the temple and its evil hordes were destroyed a decade ago, but Hommlet still suffers from incursions of bandits and strange monsters. This module contains a map of the village and lands around, a large-scale map of the inn, church, trading post, and guard tower, main 4 upper floors with an informational key regarding the inhabitants, and a map of exploration for a destroyed moat house, a former outpost of the Temple of Elemental Evil. The whole provides a complete, ready-to-play scenario, and is a lead-in to Dungeon Module T2, the Temple of Elemental Evil.
Yes, and like I said, they did make that, but
Bum,
it included this, and that's so much more.
Honestly, we don't know because organs disintegrate. They may have had organs that did that.
Can they prove that they didn't?
Okay, here's my thing on the whole, whether they should have called dinosaurs dragons or not. They keep talking about dragons as if they're a different species, yet there isn't an ancient culture anywhere that doesn't talk about dragons.
That is an awful weird coincidence that almost every single culture has some mythos of
Well,
dragons.
vampires too, but there's several like that.
And then we find dinosaur bones. Why are they called dinosaurs and not dragons?
All right, there's
How dare we prove the mythos correct?
Right?
There are no dragons in this module. But we can talk about dragons all night if you want.
I'm just saying.
A few that spit poison or see?
How do we know that though? Because their organs would have
No.
They have, because they had,
like reptiles today, what if they spit a little bit of fuel and had something in their mouth that ignited fire? They found fossilized tracheas. There you go. Yeah, we got Ben back here behind us. Maybe throwing in some comments from now and then.
so as for whether they had, well, how they know they had poisonous bites, Jake, their fangs were hollow.
Oh, cool.
Here's the monochrome cover, and then they did an update later on with this one, which I don't own one of these yet.
I like
I may in the
one
future.
better.
Me in the future, but yes, I
That
prefer this one.
is a weird cover.
It is. I prefer this one now.
That is also a weird cover.
On the back,
Okay, but if you were to pick which one,
look at the cover on the back. It has like
I
this-
like the cover on the back.
an image of what I'm guessing is the moat house.
before it got destroyed?
Before it got-
Question
yeah.
mark?
Before it became a ruin.
But yeah, it's an interesting image.
What's that guy lifting in the background?
That's a good question. But then on the new one, they had this image on the
It
back.
looks like he's using some
Oh,
sort of image.
no. Okay, look, it's an update. See, now I know what it is with the color because there is a wizard tower in the village of Hommlet that's being built. And this is the wizard and his, I believe his bodyguard, if I remember.
They look very pompous.
Yeah, something. Well, he's not.
Like, oh, look at me, I can cast
Anyway,
What
I have to tell you,
This
the
is
guy
probably
in
what
red
happened
is
on the
very
covers originally
defined.
on the back, and then I went and did this for the module. I mean, off the module for the tribute video. I put the
Oh, I hate to tell you this, Jess, but that dinosaur in Jurassic Park with the frilled neck was made up.
Yeah.
That dinosaur does not have a frilled neck.
Oh, they make stuff up all the time. We don't even know.
Just
The
saying.
dinosaurs can show us if they're real. They change them
Honestly,
all the time.
They have never found a full, complete fossil.
Yeah, it's a
All of
debatable
them
subject.
are mixed up from different bone
And-
sides all over the place.
I'm not telling
Actually,
you
they
not to
did find
enjoy
an
your
intact
dinosaur.
head and neck, which is why Brontosaurus is no longer
Enjoy
Brontosaurus.
your dinosaurs, but I have an issue.
I never understood that. Let's rename it because we found a
I
head.
have an issue with
Well, they've been
science.
putting the wrong head on it.
Teaching things they're teaching things as fact when they haven't proved it.
We're not
Right.
going to talk about
Right.
dinosaur theory, though.
Yes, let's not talk about
No, they're dragons, guys. They're not
No.
dinosaurs.
what's going
So we're
on
talking
with
dragons.
your take since you ran it.
From what I remember,
It has been a while, a couple of years.
the adventure is set up that some bandits were holing up in the ruined watchtower, and the town wanted some adventurers to go off and dispatch them.
Ruins of the motel.
So I
Oh.
don't understand how bandits could hole up in such a dilapidated building, but whatever.
Oh, the bandits have holed up and were.
Oh yeah. It at least protected them from some of the elements, like wind. There probably was some areas that was covered that they would keep them from the rain. But I mean, look at the village itself. I mean, come on.
See, this is that tower. This was even in the original module. That's some
Some
rats.
rats in a
Giant rats.
In the original module, they included these really cool Into the Welcome Wench,
Yeah.
really cool maps of some of the areas in the village.
The church.
And they did in the Temple of Elemental Evil. They
Considering how
made it really
tiny.
small. They made it small.
No. Seriously, considering how tiny this village is, they had some pretty elaborate buildings.
Oh, they did, and they were they were on the verge of becoming something more.
Probably,
More of a
but
town instead of a village.
I'm just saying, some of those buildings are pretty extensive for
There's a good map of
this
that.
being such a small town.
But I don't think I actually ran
It's
the
Katie! Hello, Katie!
Hello,
Katie
Katie.
Robbins.
Bye bye.
Bye.
That's what
Katie.
Katie put in there. Hi, bye.
Notice.
Does that mean Katie will not be staying?
Likely,
Probably not.
but you will be here
It's a
on
flyby,
Sunday
Katie.
and Monday when we game.
No,
with
it's a
Katie.
flyby Robbins.
It's a flyby.
Flyby Robin.
Flyby. We tweet.
Tweet, tweet.
That was more like a bat.
Oh.
Yeah, like that.
I'm not even a bat anymore. I'm a black chicken.
I'm a black chicken.
That was from a movie. Okay, I was quoting.
I'm not even a
quoting
bat
Logan
anymore.
first time.
I'm a black chicken.
Oh my gosh.
George Hamilton III. Fly by drink the Mountain Dew. Yes.
Fly by night with Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew for
Yes.
you.
Both
The
Katie
drink of gamers.
and Jess will be gaming with us on
Not this
Monday
gamer, though.
and, on Sunday and Monday. So
I am a Dr. Pepper.
you just gotta get Jess's character sorted out for Monday. All right. So yeah, there was an elaborate way for Jake to get us into this adventure the time we played it. We actually were in another place altogether, and we were starting characters. And getting us together was really difficult because our characters, we did not plan to be a cohesive group or anything.
Oh no, you were just a bunch of random people that just showed up to Hommlet.
Yeah.
On your own.
All right. We'll see you.
Okay, bye bye.
And have stronger jaws than previously thought. Yes. We know. It's okay, Jess.
It was a Hollywood.
It
This
was
sounds
Hollywood
good.
magic, like there's
Yeah, it was Hollywood going. This sounds good.
Well, it was me, Tiger, Red, and a couple other players that we know in the area here in where we live in Utah. And Red really was trying to not get with the game.
It was so weird.
He was
insistent on playing, yet evaded all attempts to join the adventure.
He evaded all attempts to join the adventure. So I did something new as a player.
You stuck him in a pickle jar.
I kidnapped him and put him in a barrel, and
You put him in a pickle barrel.
pickle barrel.
Pickle barrel.
And
And carried him on your back while he was
He
unconscious.
woke up in the village where we were going to the adventure. So, yes, he was not a happy camper when he came out.
Like, why?
But by the end of that adventure, we were buds. It was weird.
It was so weird.
You put me in a barrel. I'm like, yeah, but I got you here today.
You motherfucker. Let's go adventuring.
You are now-
Greetings. This program may contain mature
Oh goody! Now you are now a pickled cat man.
Yeah, but you dropped the F-bomb.
I know. We already did
I did not. It is the fudge bar.
You dropped the F-bomb.
Yes,
Oh,
fudge,
would I do a thing like that?
a fudge bar.
The fudge bar. Wait a minute.
Do not understand.
I do. I understood that reference.
Those and fudgies. Okay.
Fudgies. That's
So-
what you should get.
As you can see, we're
You
just
should get a clip of that. Fudgies.
fudgies. Probably should. As you can see, we just have a good time and chat about the module and and just chill out on these. Who else is in here besides me, Cool Gamer and Ken? I don't know, Jeff.
I don't know.
Sound off. There's a few people in the chat.
Katie used to be there.
Yes, but we have one left now, so I'm guessing that's
Yes.
Katie left. So, this module is really in depth on the starting village. And it was meant to be a campaign starter. It really was.
There's so much info on the freaking town itself, and I'm like sitting there going, 90% of this can be thrown out, really.
And it was written by the creator of the AD&D, Gary Gygax, who makes Dungeons and Dragons. And he wrote some intense, very detail-oriented stuff, but packed in a little package. Gary Gygax put so much in 16 pages that it was unreal. So yes,
at the same time you go to the actual module. It's like it'll be too much.
We're talking about an adventure written by the game's creator. That is, I mean, he has like these charts of just minute arms for you in the village. If you need it. But you know, he has random encounters of the moat house.
I don't know. We do have gamers that occasionally light temples on fire.
Yes.
Who did that?
They were throwing lit torches at an evil temple and didn't think nothing was going to happen.
They're in the middle of a city, right?
Yes.
Like, that's still arson. I don't care how evil the temple is. They were given the right to worship
The location he detailed the most was known as the Inn of the Welcome Wench. I mean, he has this massive menu here and how much everything costs. And I really like that. I put that in some of my modules too when I do
Menu.
write the details of a tavern or an inn. I like to have
One of these days we have to write a module with a flaming Milton in
And
it.
they discuss the traders established church of St. Cuthbert and Hommlet. St. Cuthbert is a Greyhawk deity because this adventure takes place originally in the Greyhawk world setting that Gary Gygax created.
Isn't it all mostly just one world eventually? Like it's all the Forgotten
They
Realms?
kind of put everything into the Forgotten Realms, which I don't really care for.
Like it all exists.
I can hear you whisper over there,
whisper.
but yeah, the absolutely was really nice. Why would you do that? You talk, Tiger. What's going on?
I don't
Because
know.
I said several things on it right now and got no response.
Well, I was talking, and so you tried
No. You weren't talking at the time that I said it. You just went on with whatever you were doing.
Well, so what are you
Alright.
saying?
Back from the
I
top.
don't even fucking remember now.
We'll have to watch the replay.
Well, see, I have
well,
somebody
not together.
closer in my ear, Tiger. It's kind of
No,
hard.
I get you.
Kind of hard to hear you.
You actually have a tendency to ignore what I said anyway. That looks so gross.
Wow, dude. Oh.
Coming in hot, dude. Go brush your teeth. I can smell that from here. No, I'm just kidding.
If you could have smelled that from here, I'd have been passed out.
Probably.
I wasn't
Probably.
purposely not smelling.
That was funny. All right.
Anyway,
Premise of the module. Sorry.
that's just the intro.
So there's bandits in this abandoned moat house, which looks more like a keep than a moat house.
Well, it is a small keep. They call it the moat house because it has a moat.
It's a house on a moat.
Aw, look at Jess saying cute things to me.
Aww. Pick one. She can't be both. Yes, that's weird.
Yes, you.
Why
yes.
not?
Not mom's one. It's the sisterhood.
I'm like, why not?
You can't be someone's sister.
I want to collect titles too.
Oh yeah, you can. It's weird, but it can happen.
Give me titles
Just ask
too.
Hera.
Sweet
Hera.
Alabama.
Hera was Zeus's sister, and they were
I
married.
like how they say Alabama as well.
So all their daughters who were sisters, Hera was not just their mother; she was their sister. So
Yep.
yes, it can happen. So.
Honestly, people say Alabama is the home of incest. No, Greece.
I have no
Greece.
idea.
Greece.
Greek mythology.
So yeah,
Hera and Zeus are siblings, guys.
half of what's written in here is for the village of Hommlet, which is the name of the module, and the guard tower consists of. Let's see, you got the guard tower there.
Wait, how many guards are in this tiny village?
Yes.
Let's see, mercenary troops.
16 it looks like. Oh, wait, no. Maybe.
There's a lot. Start the men all entry.
Oh, so all the villagers' men were the soldiers.
pretty
much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Except for the named people, like the cleric's not a man at arms.
And you're like the younger brother she never had. My older brother I never had. Oh, well, you know.
Some weird.
But you have it down, Jeff. So it's all good. Okay, so there was an upper level of this keep, and some of the monsters you encounter right away are giant frogs outside of the moat house.
Oh man, those are fun.
It's got the rotting drawbridge, broken gates, a huge spider, if you go into the tower with the upper
I don't
portion
think
of
you
the
guys
house.
actually fought the spider.
No, we didn't go over there.
You guys took one look at the spider and went, nope.
Littered steps to the house portion of the fortress, a hall, brigands, 8 normal men, and 2 second-level fighter leaders. And a second-level leader. So yeah, they had 9 bandits in here, 8 regular bandits. Brigands is what they call
Okay. If they had 16 soldiers in the town and only 8 bandits.
We sort of have a dad too. He's my father-in-law.
Wait, no, I'm serious. If they had 16 soldiers and only 8 bandits, couldn't they have taken the bandits out themselves?
Yeah, they could have, yes. Yeah, but
They didn't know how many bandits there were.
That's got to be the only reason why they didn't. It was a mystery of knowing how many there were.
In the dungeon, it was rough. I mean, the random encounters that you could run into are ogres, giant rats, a lizard out hunting or passing critter, just a thumping noise, that's an encounter. Zombies.
Oh my gosh, I love the thumping noise.
Oh my goodness, a thumping noise is an encounter? Like, there's no reason for it?
There's nothing actually there. It's just you hear a thumping noise and you see the players go ham trying to figure out where the thumping noise came from.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
It says it could be a lizard above out hunting or passing critter. It says it could be something if they DM on.
A thumping noise.
The dungeon
Your random encounter for this moment is a thumping noise.
Yeah. I'm a great influence on people, Jess.
You're a weird influence on people.
Weird influence,
but that's okay. We collect the weird here.
You run into some gnolls, which we call jackols.
Jackols.
They're like jackal.
Jackal people.
They're pretty cool. They're really nasty bad guys.
Honestly, they're nastier in D&D. I don't like them in D&D. Apparently, they're born from
a hyena.
Yeah, they rip out of the hyena.
That's so
that's so weird, right?
Literally, there's only 6 pages out of this 18.
So
24-page booklet. 6 pages of that is the adventure.
I was gonna say, so
the rest is all
the whole of the module. Wait. So you're telling me the whole of the module is 8 bandits and 2 leaders?
And random things in the watchtower.
Oh, there's more. There's more in there. I wasn't going over everything.
Okay.
There's a whole dungeon.
Damn invisible.
Yes. What's in the dungeon?
Who is a weird influence? All of you and me? Yes. Yeah. That would be for sure, Jess.
I like those damn invisible lizards. It reminds me of Kingdom Hearts.
No, we're talking about we have the full moat house you can explore.
Look at that dinky thing.
This
That's
is just
one session.
That's not a moat house. That is a fortress.
For D&D, this was a levels 1 to 3 adventure. And for us, that would be a basic adventure in Lenharrow. But in D&D, it would still translate to just this beginning adventure. Put that back up there. If you want proof that this is not a moat house, but a fortress, it has arrow slits. Yeah, but it's all ruined.
It doesn't matter. It has arrow slits and a parapet. Look at that. There's battlements. What kind of moat house has battlements?
Manipulations.
No. That is a fortress.
I like how the module fully describes what these arrows
would differ because it does not have parapets. It is not a proper castle. It does not have a bailey.
Wait.
That's a bailey.
We have someone in the house that we have to say hello to.
Victor!
No!
Victor
is calling it a murder house.
It's a murder house. Yes, it is. Well, we got some images from Victor this week. Some of these kittens that we're going to show tomorrow night on our Friday show.
Awesome.
Hey, Victor, I met in real life. I met Brian yesterday. He's going to be doing a show with me and Victor called Logan's Overwatch on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel next month. So we're going to have to work out that schedule because you work late and he starts work at night. So
Okay, see, look at the picture underneath how detailed this is. The battlement, the parapet, the arrow slot. I mean, come on, that is a fortress.
It even details the crumbled wall.
Pretty much be obvious what that is.
It is a fortress.
We wanted you to know. I love how it's got it set up here. We got the arrow slot. Ooh. We got the battlement. They weren't that big, by the way.
Not really.
What makes it a boathouse? I'm just curious.
I like this
It's
here.
surrounded by a moat.
This is the upper tower, and it's like totally. You can't get up there. It's so destroyed. I mean, if a DM wanted to, he could elaborate and actually make it upper level.
What if they fly up there?
Well, you could get up there, but it was all just ruins.
Oh no, flying is too broken, especially for first level parties.
And then you have this massive little dungeon here.
Okay, so my question is on this particular dungeon, what's the point?
Just
We're making up dinosaur names, apparently. There, Victor.
It's just an introductory module. You put whatever you want.
Yeah. No, a lot of them.
No. If someone built this, right?
Uh-huh.
So they dug, not just like built. They dug down this particular pattern in the ground.
Yeah.
Why?
To have a watch.
Do you know when people dig underground what they normally make?
What?
Squares.
No, I think the dungeon was there.
It had to have been, but even still, why?
Well, there's a lot of
if
stuff.
you look, the entire left half of the map looks like natural caves.
There's a lot
Well,
of
yeah,
stuff
that one
going
does.
on in this
Those are
dungeon.
natural caverns. I see that.
You've got zombies. You've got a torture chamber.
So,
You got
numbers.
an ogre down here.
Okay, so the part that I believe that they did with the dungeon, parts 1 through 7, I can believe parts 1 through 7 are the actual basement.
Yeah, well, they were, but they broke into something else. Clearly,
It had to have been broken into something else.
they have. See, they got bugbears, gnolls, cold.
Also, what do the stairs go down? Okay.
Down here.
Wait, where do the stairs go down to? Is there a dungeon level 2?
No, that's the stairs going down into the dungeon.
Yeah.
No, they have stairs going up and stairs going down.
Yes,
Where's those stairs
Velociraptor.
going down? Give me a number where these stairs going down are.
Check it out. There's ghouls in here.
The spiral one.
There's guardsmen and a sergeant. And
It's not a number.
these guardsmen
Between 7 and 9.
These guardsmen works for this cult, and that's who you're dealing with.
Well, I think
the leader of the bandits is this big bad lad right here.
that's the staircase going up from the bandits. Like there's supposed to be a secret entrance.
Okay, but what is number 1 then?
That's the actual staircase from the other.
So why is there 2 staircases?
Close
I
enough,
don't
yes.
know. Don't ask. I didn't write the module. There's 2 separate.
Ocelot!
Damn thing. But no, it was a fun little adventure to get people started, and a lot of people start with this adventure or keep on the Borderlands.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
actually better to combine these 2 modules together into one. That's what I've always wanted to do, but never have gotten
I
around to.
love Keep on the Borderlands. Keep on the Borderlands is my starter module with.
Keep on the Borderlands is a staple module.
Both of these were written by Gary Gygax. The other module we're talking about, Keep on the Borderlands. But if you use this as your as
Starter.
another nearby town, and Keep on the Borderlands as a fortified area on the edge of the border, you can link it all together really well, especially with the Caves of Chaos. And they're all
The Caves of Chaos.
Hey Richard, what's up, Richard the Dungeon Crawler?
Nice.
Yo, Richard the Dungeon Crawler!
This is the original module, sir. Yes, it is a clean copy. I'm gonna pop myself up here like this. So,
Yeah, go for it.
yes, sir. This is one of the original copies of the module, and it is intact. That's why I mostly show all this
Pictures on the thing.
on the
Howdy,
screen.
Richard.
Yes, it is. It is an original copy of the monochrome cover. Yes, I do not have the color cover.
The reason why Keep on the Borderlands is so special to me specifically is I wanted to play.
Well, see, I ran that for him, and he ran it for me.
Yeah.
So that's what's cool about it.
I wanted to play my OC, which is a little fuzzy dragon guy. and Dad ran Keep on the Borderlands for me with that character.
Tiger was there too.
I was there through the whole thing.
She was Braga.
I don't remember any of it.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely loved it because
I couldn't even tell you what character I played in the village of Hommlet.
No, but I do remember in Keep on the Borderlands.
No, you don't even know what character I played.
You didn't let me finish.
Yes,
I
Leo
remember what you
Tiger.
played on Keep on the Borderlands.
It sounds more like you're a doppelganger, Jess. Yes, Leo Tiger.
Dude, all I see in that word is pig. Why do you put pig in there?
You can't unsee it. You can't unsee it.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm saying. All I see in that word is pig. Why? Why is there a pig in there?
When was the last time you ran it?
Couple years.
Yeah, no, it's been more than that actually, because we started doing YouTube about 2 years ago. Or in fact, we're gonna have our anniversary special. Our 2-year anniversary is Saturday, but we're having an anniversary special. Oh, wait a minute.
Friday.
Yeah, tomorrow. So our 2-year anniversary was last Saturday. So yes, we're doing a second anniversary special tomorrow night. It's our season finale for Fridays. But yeah, it was like 3 years ago. It was like a year before we started YouTube that Jake ran this for us. And I ran Keep on the Borderland shortly before that. So it was,
So we're gonna do an RPG takes on Keep on the Borderlands. Or
already did, but we can. I haven't done an RPG take.
We should do an RPG takes.
I did kind of a review on it, but we could do it.
Oh my gosh, I would love to do an RPG takes on Keep on the Borderlands, specifically because I can gush about that module.
Well, you know what? I think you just picked our next one. So let me put it on.
Woohoo!
And next time we'll do Keep on the Borderlands a retake. Okay, RPG takes.
But
the next RPG
the reason
take
why
we got coming up is
I love Keep on the Borderlands is that was the module.
June is our next RPG. But I will set it up for Keep on the.
Yeah, he won't let you finish. Jake, just let it go.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, don't go ahead. He's not even listening.
I was talking.
Anyway, the reason why I love Keep on the Borderlands so much is that was the module that kickstarted the campaign. The only campaign, well, maybe the second campaign, but the campaign that was really memorable to me, where I went from beginning character to advanced lifestyle. So I did a lot with Keep on the Borderlands, and
You played it for a while. I have 4 adventures.
the adventure itself, I'll wait for the actual whole RPG takes. But what I will say in here is, I was playing a nobleman, and I actually took over that keep. So that keep was actually part of the role play the entire campaign.
Well, as the game master, I read what was there, and there is somebody who rules there, but they're like
they were called the castle.
Yeah, the castle.
Really, the lord.
They were just in charge there, and so I set it up so that the lord of the land that I placed the keep in sent Jakes as a nobleman to take over and run that area, and his base would have been.
Richard thinks we should run it again on the channel.
You know what?
Would be
we
fun.
might just do that because I've been wanting to do some of that kind of stuff.
I can reprise my role as Jake, the budding paladin. He is a paladin now.
Well, if we're playing D&D, you could be a paladin.
Oh, we definitely
Specifically.
Lenharrow style.
Well, we definitely went Lenharrow.
That's how I ran it last time.
I'm just saying.
If we did D&D, Jake's species would be homebrewed to hell and back. We may as well be playing Lenharrow.
To hell and back.
We're gonna homebrew it.
Making up different big cat hybrids. Oh, I'm glad you're
I think the Tig Leopard is better than the other one because I still only see pig there. Sorry.
Gesticle apart. Gesticle part.
Gesticle? That sounds so much better. Gesticle.
Okay, Jess, I didn't mean it that way, but that's how I'm thinking about it.
You just said gesticle.
Hello, GM Cody.
Yo, GM Cody.
We are laughingly talking about this classic, fantastic module. Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. When I ran it, I was actually like knee deep in playing Final Fantasy IV, I think. And
Not totally in if you run it. That would be cool, Cody. To have you in one of our games.
we were thinking about doing a Keep on the Borderlands.
If I ran it though, I would mix these two. They would be in the
That
same
would be
same
awesome.
land.
That one.
I would redo it. I would start fresh.
Wait, you would do that one and then keep on the Borderlands?
All together, yes, it would be all together. Yes, you would start in Hommlet and work your way to keep on the Borderlands.
Awesome.
That actually sounds fun.
It would be really fun. I would love to be a part of that.
Everybody saying hi to Cody. Good to see you, buddy.
The only game that I'm actually in is the one that I'm running.
GM
So I'm not
Cody,
The only game that you're in.
GM Cody ran a really cool game. I started out as Old School Essentials last year, and I got to play in that with her and a couple other good players, and we had a great time. So GM Cody knows his stuff, especially when it comes to other all sorts of games. You name it, he probably knows the game. I'm in it for any all games.
Your own character. You need to learn how to make a character, Jess.
Yeah, I could give you a pre-made character, Jess. That would probably simplify things, and I'd know up front who you were and what you were.
Right?
I'd probably have some set up so you guys can pick. You did that. I ran the campaign with all my favorite classic modules. Yeah, I've tried to do that several times, Cody. It's never really
We
worked
need to
out.
do it.
Well,
We
see,
need to do it, yeah.
Logan has a tendency to make his own stuff up, which is great because he's a wonderful ref.
He's an amazing ref. I love
He's an amazing, wonderful ref, and he always has players that he has to think on his toes with anyway, because we always do weird shit.
Old
I
D&D
remember one time a guy decided to use. He tried to do the Lord of the Rings thing, guys. He used his shield as a sled downstairs, trying to attack orcs.
Okay.
I'm
So we
sorry.
had to figure out how that actually worked.
We would use our Lenharrow system, Victor, because there's so much you can do with your characters in Lenharrow.
Exactly. I went to AD&D Second Edition for Dad's New Year's Eve game once,
You
and I
wouldn't be
sat
alone.
there. I started making my character, and halfway through, I was like, okay, I did all the basic stuff. What's next?
Yep.
What do you mean that's it?
D&D, yep.
That's pretty much it. That's it.
What about my skills? Oh, you don't get those. Really?
You get proficiencies, 4 of them. That's
Well,
it.
he asked me to run a D&D game for him, and I did. And he's like, let's play Lenharrow. You! Yeah. I make my own shit up too. I've tried to run modules and end up just going on my own thing. Yeah. I just use it as a foundation for what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna have fun with it.
But oh my gosh, I would absolutely love to be Jake again. It has been too long.
But we have to start fresh.
Yeah.
I'll go over these images one more time. because-
Okay, well, if you play Jake,
Let me see.
I'll play Tiger because I've never played Tiger online.
That would be awesome.
I would play Tiger.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, we're already going to be running
I know,
Beyond
the
the Miasma
Beyond the
Veil.
Miasma Veil. I know, we're doing Beyond the
Our
Miasma Veil.
Ravenloft style. Let me
Yeah.
see. Layout and editing, Timothy Jones, editorial assistants, Mike Carr, and Alan Hammock. Art and maps.
Okay.
Dave Truthier and Dave Sutherland did all
Question.
the art.
Where were the giant crayfish? Because I don't remember
I
those.
don't remember those either.
The giant crayfish was in the dungeon.
Oh. I don't think we explored that much in
No, we didn't
Jake's
get to the
game.
dungeon much.
Yeah.
I think it started because I'm remembering some parts, and then we kind of just petered off. and did
Giant
not do
crayfish is
anymore
in the
something.
dungeon.
Things happen. It's life.
We'll bring the map up.
Right? See, that's so cool about this. That moat is definitely
In room
not
13 is where the crayfish is. Oh,
Yeah,
it makes
that-
sense. It's a big pool of water there.
13. Okay. Yeah, that moat house is not a moat house. It is a keep.
That is the way to do it, Jess. You have a foundation and you just run your stuff.
Yeah.
The whole campaign just based on T1. The players took the keep and became a whole kingdom politics. Politics
That
campaign.
sounds
Yeah,
badass.
yeah. No, you could do that with just about anything.
Again, I was doing that with Jake.
You'll play yourself.
That was Jake's campaign. Was all about the freaking kingdom politics of Ben Canton.
But in this little package was so much, and I wouldn't have the Temple of Elemental Evil part, which it is pretty cool. All the stuff they had for Temple of Elemental Evil, but it wasn't by Gary Gygax. They took what little notes he had and turned it into something that wasn't what he was going to present for the next part of this.
Jess, I hope Magrea really isn't basically you because Magrea's a little bloodthirsty and allows their giant cat to kill people.
Hey, well, she was unconscious, you know.
If that was really Jess, oh my gosh, the freaking entitlement Magrea was displaying. I got a fancy badge. I can go wherever I want.
Not only that, wait. No, wait. Now I'm curious. No, wait. Now I'm curious. Jess, do you look in your neighbor's windows?
I know, right?
Temple of the Elemental, I'm not that big of a
You
fan.
just start peering in, and
I-
catches you, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "You're like gathering intel." Shut
Cody,
up.
I wanted to pick it up, and I did, and there's a lot of interesting, fun stuff that you can do with it. But to me, it does not represent the foundation that was presented in the Village of Hommlet. It's
Okay,
still
so
cool, but it's not the continuation that Gygax intended, and not the one that I would do either.
Temple of Elemental Evil, I have never personally been through the entire thing. I've gone to the Temple of Elemental Evil. We went there once in another person's game and found absolutely nothing.
You're like, "Why are we here?"
Yeah, exactly. We were like,
It's
why
a
are we
slog.
here?
Yeah, it's a slog adventure. There's just monster after monster, and it's a monster module. It's like it's supposed to be 4-in-1. It was a big old 96-page book.
Oh shit!
Use
Just says
binoculars,
yes.
Night vision goggles to spy on people. I believe it, Jess.
That's a trip. You're that. What is that? The neighbor from across the street. The what was the name of the one with the witch and Darren?
Oh, Bewitched.
Bewitched. Oh my gosh, you're that nosy neighbor across the street. That was fucking
Yeah, I
funny.
could totally see Jess doing
Well,
this.
come on.
And
There
then
was
her
a
neighbor
witch living
catches
next
her,
door.
and-
There was a witch across the street, but nobody believed her. They thought she was Mrs. Kravitz. Wasn't that her name, Mrs. Kravitz?
I don't remember.
I'm
I
pretty
could
sure it was
totally
Mrs.
see
Kravitz.
Jess doing this through windows, and her neighbor's like, "What are you doing?" And Jess just goes, "I'm gathering intel. Shut up."
Yeah, Mrs. Kravitz. Yeah.
Victor has confirmed this Mrs. Kravitz. All right, so Kravitz. This is Kravitz. Oh, okay.
Mrs. Kravitz. I thought it was Kravitz with an R.
All right, so Tiger, sum up what little you remember of the Village of Hommlet.
Like I said, I don't honestly remember the village. I do remember you putting Red in a barrel. I remember you putting Red in a barrel, but I have.
He was a red in a barrel.
He was Red in a barrel.
Oh,
I
it
do
was
not.
Kravitz. Okay, it was Kravitz.
I do not remember what character I even played in that game.
Neither do I, to be honest.
I don't remember what
that
character I played either.
We just know that Red was a cat man, and we stuck him in a
There
barrel.
was an R in there, yeah.
Okay, there was an R. Okay, yeah.
Honestly, that's all I remember
so
from that module,
let's-
as well as I remember.
Anything you
But-
want to add there,
But I
Tiger?
do have to agree with Cody. It is a very good foundation module, and 100% sure you can take that quote moat house.
You pointed out the wrong house to the cop. That's mean. Go ahead, Tiger.
I was gonna say you could take that quote moat house, which I think is way more than that, and turn it into an actual stronghold for your character.
It wouldn't take much to fix it up.
No, it wouldn't. You could turn that whole thing into a stronghold, a serious stronghold, because the foundations that are there are already for a keep,
Right.
100%. I mean, come on, it's got arrow slits,
Oh,
it's got battlements.
It's all set up to add on to it as well. It's like
Oh, yeah.
quarter of what could be a bigger.
It was definitely something that they created that you could actually have a group of adventurers turn that into their
accident. Sure.
into their lair.
The lair.
I have a lair.
For me, I remember playing it, and I played it once before when a buddy of mine ran Temple of Elemental Evil for me back in the 90s. And I had more fun at the Moat House than I did at the Temple of Elemental Evil. But your favorite fantasy world you played in all came out of that module. Yes. Cool. Cody has a really well-developed campaign world that I enjoyed playing in. It was a lot of fun, Cody. Thank you. So for me, I remember the frog. I fought him twice.
The giant frogs.
Giant frogs.
You and
right
the
outside
giant
the
frogs.
Moat House, and
Everybody loves the giant frogs in the moat house.
yeah, and then we fought the brigands, and compared to the frogs, the brigands were a breeze.
Oh my goodness, you're right. Them frogs were way tougher.
Oh, let's kick by these frogs to get into the keep, and then the bandits we were like, "You're done." We just kicked their butts.
I also remember though, at the time I was playing Final Fantasy IV for the first time, and one of the things Final Fantasy IV liked to do was turn doors into encounters. So I threw a door mimic on Dad.
You're welcome, Cody.
Now I just want to run some AD&D first edition.
Run what you want and just use AD&D modules.
Dude, the one thing that I missed from AD&D first edition is the Cavalier.
I have not used this music before, Jess. I AI generated it today. And let me
I do like this music.
let me change it up for you just a little bit.
Oh, fun.
Because I got two. You get two when the AI generated music on Suno.
Anyway.
So Jake, you were the ref. Take us out.
Alright, so Village of Hommlet was really good, and it was actually really beginner friendly. I really enjoyed it. I like beginner friendly as a rep because it gave all the information you needed and a little extra, and it just let me do what I wanted essentially, and it was fun. I ran it as is because as I am right now, I'm kind of like a rules as is type of rep because I'm still learning. But
That's cool.
We always are learning. You never stop learning as a
That's
gamer.
very true. The second you stop learning, you die.
fair enough. But I'm still a rules as is. I haven't really come out of my shell as a rep, but what I've been told from people who played my games is I have a very similar style to this guy. I guess I'm related.
Gee, I wonder why. He trained you.
What can I say? That's okay, Jess. You know, most
You know,
of
you're
us
getting
don't know
role playing
what
down.
the
You
fuck
really
we're doing.
are.
Oh my
You
gosh,
may
the
not get
role-playing
you might not be
party.
getting the rules part or the math part, but you're getting the role playing down
Yeah.
really good.
Role playing is what it's all about. Swords and Wizardry is the shit, dude. I haven't played it. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never played that system either.
Personally, I wouldn't mind trying Pathfinder.
I've heard it was good. I've heard good things about Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, I know a lot of people have enjoyed. I've never played it.
Not me.
But when 3rd edition came out, I got mad and made my own game system. It wasn't because 3rd edition was a bad game.
No.
Made first and
It
second
made
edition
all of my
obsolete.
cool stuff obsolete.
Yeah. It did not do any good to keep their old.
It wasn't the same game anymore.
Yeah, they did. It did nothing to keep their old system rules. Gamers coming back.
The good thing it did do, though, was the open gaming license for AD&D first.
That is true.
The D&D books. So cool, so we can all use it. Actually, don't mind 3E anymore. Yeah, it's not that I minded it, Cody. It's just that it just wasn't.
It just miffed us off.
Honestly, the way I was explained to by him, Logan and Tiger, is that if they're gonna have to start over on everything, they may as well just make their own system.
That was
Yeah.
what we determined. Because I had a really cool game design for a game I was running called Carnage without levels.
Right, Victor. People never stop playing the older editions. They're
No,
like,
no, we don't. It's
So-
all D&D to me. That's the way
yeah.
I look.
So Logan and I probably never ever, and we might not ever either, gave 3rd edition a fair chance. That we've never actually given them a fair chance at all. 3rd edition, not at all.
No, and 4th edition we never even looked at.
Just
Never even looked at 4th edition.
on that part, I do have to say being forced into something is worse than experiencing it for yourself.
Right. You were the ghost in Hamlet? That would be so cool.
Awesome.
I've never actually read Hamlet. I've never even watched a story of Hamlet.
Technically, you have it called The Lion King.
I didn't know drama class existed until it was too
A
late.
lot of people say Lion King is basically Hamlet, but with lions in Africa.
You know, most people
Oh.
base their writing off.
What an interesting idea.
Well, that's what a lot of people say.
That is cool.
I've never watched.
He says 4E to Pathfinder. I hated Pathfinder too.
I hear you don't play 1st edition Pathfinder, you play 2nd edition Pathfinder.
I wouldn't know. D plus is better than an F, Jess. I agree, Victor.
D+.
Alright, so
D plus is almost a C.
if
What
you,
prevented you from getting a C?
if you can get your
Interesting.
hands on a copy, or even the Temple of Elemental Evil. There's a Goodman Games version too that I hear is really good. That has everything in it, and it's a 2-book volume. The Goodman Games. This is a fun starter adventure, and so it's just. And if you can't find it on a hard copy like this, I know there are PDFs out there. If you really want it, I can send you a PDF.
Oh.
But no, it's an open game license, so it's all good. I signed up for ecology class. They canceled it. There was nothing for me to transfer to that.
You know what? I signed up for archery, but because people were stupid in archery.
That's kind of what happened to us with 3rd edition.
By the time I got to high school, the archery was gone, and I was sad.
That reminded me, like, I was the first person they came to in high school when they were asking for people to sign up for a creative writing class. I love creative writing. It is one of my big passions, as well as game development. And I was one of the first people they came up to sign up for that. And senior year, they didn't do it. And I was like, what's going on? After I left, literally the year I left, that's when they started creative writing. And I was like, damn it.
I was going to say, Cody, I know somebody who likes 4th edition.
By the way, Jess, role-playing is way different than drama class. So you don't have to memorize shit. You build your own character and you make up your own lines. It is 100% more fun.
That is the beauty of RPGs. Tabletop RPGs is what most people call it, but I kind of agree with Bear on that. That we call it RPGs before it was go back to your CRPG, you computer gamers. Computer RPG. Because, you know, it's all RPGs, so it's all good.
I love me some Baldur's Gate 3. I am obsessing over that right now. I'm doing a Karlach run. It is awesome.
I like Karlach.
It is amazing.
So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up here.
Yes.
And in a little bit, about an hour, I'm going to come on and I'm going to read King's Quest, the Endless Quest book.
Endless Quest book.
So if you want to join me for that, I will be here. And like I said, in about an hour. So hope you guys enjoyed our fumbling around a take of Temple of Elemental Evil starter, the Village of Hommlet, the better of the 2 modules, actually, in my opinion. And that's kind of sad because there was so much more in Temple of Elemental Evil. You know, sometimes
like I said, my experience with Temple of Elemental Evil wasn't as interesting.
Sometimes I think less is more, and in this case,
well, yes, less is more. You know, some of those little tiny modules actually do. You can build on them so much; it's crazy. I remember them. Us talking about a module that barely had any module, but it had all the stuff all around it, and it was just like almost like open world. Like you could put whatever you wanted on those maps. It was freaking crazy.
King's Quest, yes, it hasn't been. I've been
okay,
waiting.
So
for
yeah,
the poll.
My first experience with role playing was not D&D, guys. It was Endless Quest books, and not the ones I got weren't actually the brand Endless Quest. The ones I got was Choose Your Own Story.
I had Choose Your Own Adventures.
Yeah, Choose Your Own Story.
Choose Your Own Adventures. They were all really cool.
They're all the same. They're all pretty much the same.
There were some Fantasy Forest books that were really good too. And they even did some romance ones for Endless Quest.
I don't know.
What? I kind of want to check out one of these romance ones now.
I have one. I have the first one, the Ruby and the
What? Okay, wait.
the
I want.
Ruby and the Dragon. Yeah.
I don't
Dude,
know.
I totally want to read it now.
I don't know which one of you owned it, but we do have some Goosebumps that did
Yes.
their toes into Choose Your Own.
We do it. Me.
And Animal.
That would be me. Hey, hi, Lost Husky. We're about to.
popping in. I will be coming on live again in about an hour to read an Endless Quest book. So you're welcome to join us, Lost Husky. Thanks for joining us tonight.
I'm sure Logan will have a poll at the beginning of his Endless Quest for what you want to read next time.
Yes, I will have a poll up for next time. And a lot of them are the ones that have been in the poll that haven't won before. And I'm going to be bringing back Revolt of the Dwarves. You didn't ever read that one. And so that should be fun on there too.
So I think our general consensus on the Village of Hommlet is it is an excellent beginning module for beginning refs and also a wonderful campaign builder for anybody.
Just don't expect people to remember it if you run it as is.
Shut up.
This is true. Well, that's the way the modules are supposed to be.
It's been years since we played it. How do you expect me to remember
I
it?
was joking.
Well, this is
I
why.
don't even
This is
remember.
why
I
originally
ran the thing.
they called them modules because they were supposed to be modular, and you were supposed to put them wherever you want. That was the intention.
It was a module. You just right into your game system.
And on that note, unless you guys have anything else you want to add, I think we're going to call it an RPG take.
RPG take.
RPG take.
Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for joining us in the chat, and if you're watching the replay, we had a great discussion with the chat, with each other. I know we're family, so we fumble around a little bit and have fun with each other. But you know,
Well, we also have
Tigers,
Tangent Man with us.
Tangent Man, yeah. I'm Tangent Man too. We're all Tangent Man. That's the fun part. We're just chatting and having fun.
Next time when we do Keep on the Borderlands, I will be all into that. I absolutely adore Keep on the Borderlands.
Yes, like I said, I want to combine them into one big module. So
Cool.
that would be fun.
Definitely, I would love.
I would definitely
You know
love to
what?
play in that.
You know what?
Do a
Since
one
we're
shot.
going to do Beyond the Miasma of the Veil as a campaign, I'd
Yes.
like to do that. It's Beyond the Miasma of the Veil as the starter, and then run my.
Oh, well, then my character's already set. Then I'm not playing Jake.
Yeah, I'm not playing Jake either. I'll be Firefly.
Oh, we can do what we want in it, you know. Why not
I'm
play?
playing-
Why not play those?
you
But if
just
you want me to do that with your special.
No, wait. You just disappointed Jake by saying we're going to do that in
No,
the...
I that was just an idea, guys.
And Red...
I really need
want
to
it?
Jake doesn't
I
like
love how you put Red Interrupter later. We should have already... By the way, we didn't tell Red to go make dinner.
No. He was supposed to make it 20 minutes later, but I don't think he did. So I don't think I'll get dinner before my next bit here. On that note, my friends, thank you all for joining us, and see you in about an hour.
Good night, everybody!
Logan out, Jake out, and Tiger out. Let me see. Let's see what we can do here.
Great.
I have no memory of this place.
Bye.